Well, hey everybody. Glad to have you back with me. We're going to dig into another devotional here. Get your mind focused on God and His ways, and hoping that your day goes smoother as a result. Going to be looking in the book of Mark today. Mark chapter 12. And it's going to be verse 13. And so let's just dig right on in, shall we? Later, the leaders sent some Pharisees and supporters of Herod to trap Jesus into saying something for which he could be arrested. "Teacher," they said, "we know how honest you are. You are impartial and don't play favorites. You teach the way of God truthfully." You think they're trying to butter him up a little bit, maybe? Anyway, now tell us, is it right to pay taxes to Caesar or not? Should we pay them or shouldn't we? Jesus saw through their hypocrisy and said, "Why are you trying to trap me? Show me a Roman coin and I'll tell you." When they handed it to him, he asked, "Whose picture and title are stamped on it?" "Caesar's," they replied. "Well then," Jesus said, "give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar and give to God what belongs to God." His reply completely amazed them. These guys are trying to trap Jesus, and he just totally blows them out of the water with it. I love it. The crowd they gathered was interesting. It was Pharisees and supporters of Herod. The two parties did not necessarily get along. Pharisees had the influence, and so they kind of needed each other to some extent, but it was still not an easy mix because they knew that Herod got his authority from Caesar. They didn't like the Romans at all. So, at any rate, they try and trick Jesus. They're telling him, "Okay, now, do we give taxes to Caesar?" And his reply, I just love it. He says, basically, whose picture's on this? Whose image is on this coin? And so they take a look and they say, "Well, it's Caesar." "Okay, well then, Caesar's face is on it. Give it back to Caesar." But it's the second part that I really want to focus in on. It's this idea that he says, give to God what belongs to God. What's implicit in there, what all the Jews would have understood automatically, is that you and I are both made in the image of God. His face is stamped on us. His name is stamped on us, just like a coin. It's the same thing. God made us. He wants us. He doesn't care about your money. He doesn't need your money. What's he going to do? Go down to Walmart? He doesn't need it. He's not after it. He's after you, after your heart. The simple fact is that our money is a proof, though, of where our heart is. You can figure out where your loyalties lie by taking a look at where you're spending your money and where you're spending your time. Those two things will tell anybody in the wide world what's really important to you. So, you guys need to remember you have been made in the image of God. So give yourself to Him. Every hour of every day should belong to Him. It's not to say that you're going to give up everything and go be a monk or a nun. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you need to join church staff or anything like that. But the simple fact is that God's given us our lives. He wants to be there for every step of it. He wants us to do things with Him in mind. So, you have His image. You have infinite value because of that. Let God have your life. It's that simple. Not easy by any stretch. Matter of fact, I don't think there's anything harder for us to do. We just don't want to give God our best. We don't want to give Him our life. But that's the challenge. All right, guys. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.